Oh man, can't believe I lost 50-50, but I guess I can get the future banners that I want since it's not 50-50 anymore. Hi Catherine. Hello Catherine. Greetings, you both look great today. Are you here to take the commissions or deal with other affairs? Let's post this. Why are you both staring at me? Is there something significant that you would like to inquire? We just want commission. You seem like a season. Then you... Therefore I won't waste your time going here. If you have any question for the game, please feel free to ask me anything. It's, Travels. Ab Astra Abyssos.
We've spent quite some time.
Oh, come on.
Ad Astra Abyssos. We meet again, you two.
Oh, Catherine. Hello.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
What the hell?
What kind of commission is that?
I feel embarrassed just imagining it. The audience would definitely have a reaction.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Of course, Catherine, of course.
In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Isn't that just asking for good things? Mercenary and orphanage really don't go together.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Hyman's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the
Oh my God.
Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I
it's
just wanted to
Nahida.
see the two of you in action.
So that's why her voice sounds so different. Oh my god. You're Nahida, right?
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually
Oh my
take one
God.
of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often. So it's Nahida. Hyman just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssos. So it's been you this whole time?
Paimon, you idiot.
Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream.
So the Akasha can't take away the dreams of gods.
It was another dream about the Sumeru's festival, except it was a happy one.
Aww.
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also
That's
got
nice.
to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight
Okay.
of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sumeru's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday. Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity? No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her. Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning. Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival?
That's That's true.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities. As for— Oh!
Sorry.
Good point. Sorry, adventurers! We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
What the hell? Not another dream again.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Let's go to the sages and question them. I guess pose as a student?
No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too— No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this.
But we have
A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
We're not.
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru. We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
That's true.
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me. Have you already caught the sage's attention? I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already. According to a popular theory from the Bahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal. Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages. You're saying we should recruit a spy?
But who?
That does sound like it could work. Oh, before
But
coming
who?
back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Oh, from the one before.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now.
Oh,
Isn't she
okay.
the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu. I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries. The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun.
Is
The
it?
star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters.
Okay.
The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
Oh.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems. Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore.
That seems familiar.
She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance.
Okay.
To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Okay, this is actually nice. I want to explore this part of the map, but I'm gonna leave it that alone. Guess I'm just gonna continue this quest and I can end my stream and I guess continue again later in the evening. I don't know, it really depends.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria? No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now... Hawking style and...
My
The hell?
poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates?
The hell?
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
What the hell?
Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
What the hell?
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Bro, that's so accurate.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Let's go in love.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
Let's see. Let's see.
Um,
Let's see what's going to be the answer.
The one who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
So many people.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
What the
Is
hell?
that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
That's kind of cute. So what now? Observe her patterns. Over here. Okay, this is another one.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
Pottery.
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
That's good.
I see. Wait, I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy.
Okay, that's good. Then what's next?
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But
what an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Okay, so that is the last stop. Then now we are...
So, was that...
3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've
Haven't told
collected?
us what
Nahida,
we're planning
you
to
still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
Okay.
I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland.
Okay.
Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
That's true. If King Deshret was to criticize Sataria's action, if King Deshret was to make demands of Sataria, okay.
So, how do we set that up?
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks.
Okay.
If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for
that's
sure.
making them...
She'll never guess that we had anything to do
You're
with
making the citizen work, which makes them in danger, Nahida.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Huh.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Oh god.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
I'll try my
If it was
best.
at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone.
But you don't
But seeing
really
how
have a
things
choice.
are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Still
Alright,
endangering
then
them.
let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
You're still endangering them, oh my god. But still, I guess this is where I'm going to end my stream for this afternoon. And I think I'm just gonna continue it later in the evening. While we stream also, let's kind of explore, unlock some statues and of course the waypoints, so that we will not have any problems when we are going exploring. So that's that. We lost 50-50, oh well, we got Jean, but at least we got Candice and Shinobu. That's all that matters. And next banner, we are guaranteed a 5-star on what banner we are going to wish. I think I'm gonna wish on Yai Miko, since some leaks says she's gonna be in the next banner for 3.2 along with Child. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.